horrified.
China expert Gordon Chang says it's part of a Chinese government plan to create a master race.
Introducing Ectolife, the world's first artificial womb facility. A single building can incubate up to 30,000 lab-grown babies per year. You can edit any trait of your baby through a wide range of over 300 genes. Each package allows you to customize your baby's eye color, hair color, skin tone, physical strength, height, and level of intelligence.
Some people whose names were never written in the book of life. So, question, how did they ever emerge?
Scientists have created robots that can produce an offspring. They're calling them xenobots, self-replicating robots. Robots that can reproduce.
And so when we see today sons of darkness, children of darkness manipulating the systems, they're called inventors of evil things, manipulating the system and trying to run the society, we have to understand what's going on.
All the bodies, all the brains would be connected together to a network.
Those who would have their names removed from the book of life.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life, from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is not, and yet is.
And let me tell you something about the book of life. The book of life is not a book, according to the Bible, the book of life is not a book where your name is written down when you choose to serve God. No, everyone who's born into this world has his name in God's book of life. What the Bible says is about people's names being wiped out of the book of life.
AI doesn't have to be evil to destroy humanity. If AI has a goal and humanity just happens to be in the way, it will destroy humanity as a matter of course, without even thinking about it. No hard feelings. It's just like if we're building a road and an anthill happens to be in the way, we don't hate ants. We're just building a road, and so goodbye anthill.
The difference of this fourth industrial revolution is it doesn't change what you are doing, it changes you. If you take genetic editing, right. Just as an example, it's you who are changed, and of course this has a big impact on your identity.
The Bible says all those whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world. And I've told you the ways in which that can be achieved. Number one way to achieve those who would come into this world and their names were never in the book of life. Number one way is creating new ones.
The genetic editing of plants to contain edible vaccines is well underway. Work is being done with bananas, potatoes, tomatoes, lettuce, rice, wheat, soybeans, and corn. Companies like Medicago are using gene editing to turn plants into mini bioreactors. Lobbyists for the cattlemen and pork associations in several states have confirmed that they will be using the mRNA COVID vaccines on their livestock. Attorney Tom Renz has been warning that there is no law requiring anyone to give informed consent for vaccine food. There are no laws requiring anyone to tell you the food you are buying has been vaxxed with the spike protein clot shot.
They want to fundamentally change the human person and control you from their control center, because through the vaccine, they introduces software into your body.
Big Pharma owns Monsanto, which is one of the largest seed producers in the world. Big Pharma does not want people to know they are going to use food to alter their genetics.
We can see that the children of the wicked are trying to dominate because they did these things before. They were the reasons for the destruction of the world with water. They corrupted the earth. They corrupted the human race. And the Bible says they corrupted the beasts of the field to the point that God had to destroy everything. And that's exactly what they're trying to do now, to corrupt even the animals. They want to corrupt the plants. They want to corrupt everything. Because that's the way Satan works. He not only corrupts the people, he corrupts their whole society and corrupts the elements.
The fake alternative meat being pushed by Bill Gates and others is made of immortal cell lines. In other words, cancerous tumor cells. Real meat is being blamed for climate change. And a recent independent study suggests that most of our meat is already contaminated. Using infrared spectroscopy and electron microscopy, Dr. Anna Maria Mialcia has been studying the blood of the vaxxed and the unvaxxed for over a year now. And at first, she was finding the same contamination in only the blood of the vaxxed, a contamination that she describes as ribbon-like structures, much like the mysterious blood clots being found by coroners. But lately she's been finding these ribbon-like structures in the blood of the unvaxxed as well. By measuring the frequency of one of these mysterious rubbery blood clots, Dr. David Jenigan has developed a way of detecting the same frequency in the vaxxed. Recently, he's found this unique frequency in the meat being sold in his local grocery store and asked Dr. Mialcia to confirm his findings. Her microscopy showed that the blood samples taken from products in the grocery store were all contaminated with the similar ribbon-like structures found in the blood of the vaxxed.
Understand this, our food source is under attack. This is unconventional warfare stuff. This has gone beyond just fifth-generation warfare. This is a straight-up attack on our very existence.
These evil schemes, perpetuated by the globalists in order to corrupt and control the human race, have been going on for years.
Dr. James Moore, a University of Delaware chemist, secretly served the CIA preparing deadly chemicals on short notice. What in the world were they looking for with the magic mushrooms?
I think the best answer to that is that they were looking for fundamental information on compounds that would be capable of causing changes in behavior, changes in mental attitude.
Did you ever consider what would have happened if any of these substances were given to, say, unwitting people?
Oh, I don't remember having considered that specifically.
What if you... I trust perhaps you've thought about it.
Well, I haven't worried about it. Your question again, what would I have thought had I known that
any of these substances would
have been given to
unwitting persons?
You mean a hostile agent of another government?
No, I think
that was probably one of the things they had in mind.
I mean testing it out on an American citizen.
I guess I must seem very, very cold-blooded about this, but I don't recall ever having been very much preoccupied with that issue.
And now we've got here zombie preparedness. Look at that. Zombie pandemic. What is that telling you? That there's going to be a zombie pandemic. Make no mistakes about it.
We'll now vote for approval of H.R. 8791, the Homeland Terrorism Preparedness Bill. Said bill requests emergency response funding up to and including, I'm sorry, this section is classified, dollars to prepare for a national level terrorist attack and or attack from classified. Funding for first responder personnel and vehicles would be doubled if said attack leads to more than 80% of the national population being affected by classified. This funding shall commence in conjunction with the first attack on classified, or the first large-scale outbreak of classified, dependent upon which comes first. Civilian and military units shall be trained in containment and combat of classified, including irradiated classified, with possibility of classified airborne, classified flesh-eating, classified, and or all of the above in such event as classified spewing, classified escape, are released or otherwise become